So Tana is getting canceled, I guess, and she's losing sponsors and all kinds of madness. She went on a trip to Europe, and she was super unhappy with an experience she had at a wine tour in France. She explained that the tour wasn't what she imagined. She wanted to have fun, but this experience was a lot more serious than she had anticipated. I mean, I've never been on a wine tour, but I don't think it's like meant to be ruckus parties.
This tour, they walk a span of about 6 to 7 miles.
Holy shit.
Which she didn't know about, but apparently their friend who signed them up, it was on the flyer when she signed them up, but Tana did not know. And Tana says that when they were in the car or the train on the way there, their tour guide asked them, do you want it to be fun or educational? And they said fun. And then this story happened. But to give you preface, she asked for fun, I guess.
We asked for fun.
And you said it was in Europe?
Yes,
France.
it was in France.
Okay.
So the tour guide met them at a location, 8 a.m. Tana was hungover, apparently. Tana described their tour guide and calls her out by name. She uses her full name, and she drops the name of the wine cellar where she works. Wow.
Yep.
It's giving
Dylan Page.
It's giving Dylan Page. So here's a clip. Now is this all edited so that it doesn't play her name?
This is not, no.
Station. Well,
this is from her. Okay, I see. This is from her podcast that is still up.
Yes.
And has 600,000 views. So should we not play the name?
The problem is that they named her.
No, she has since come out publicly and done an interview with NBC.
Okay, so this is all widely known. Okay,
This is old news.
I guess at this point it's moot then.
Yeah, and our viewers won't.
No,
mess
they would
around.
never.
Right.
They would never do anything like that.
No.
Never. Anyway, I was using Triller the other day, and I noticed the app was flipped.
That's crazy.
Did you give it a review?
I left a review based on my experience using the app. It was a 1-star. It was a 1-star
You rated
experience.
1 star, huh?
Yeah, some people might give it 5, but personally I give it a 1, 2.
Yeah.
I think actually I gave it like a 1.5. They let you do like a half star.
Okay.
Because I heard Kevin Hart was on there.
Yeah.
So that got me
He's
a little
not.
bit. Wait, he's not?
He's not on that app.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
Oh, so
Can you change it to a 1?
I'll check it out. I don't know if I can after the. I'll check it out. Yeah.
So Tana, here she is talking about it.
To my surprise, the woman who is our tour guide, who is taking us on the tour, is there to greet us at the train station. Keep in mind where we're going is like 3 hours away.
So did she come all the way there?
She came all the way there.
Seems nice. Is that a complaint? She's doing an extra mile.
That's a good.
I'm actually going to be calling her by her name.
Oh, is she horrible?
Cynthia.
Wait, she's like, I'm making the conscious decision to blast this random citizen.
Jeez.
Tana, you've been on the internet long enough. You know what the fuck? Like, even if you hate this woman, you know. Come on now.
Cynthia. I wrote it down. Let me make sure it's fucking Cynthia. Cynthia.
That's her name.
Cynthia.
Can we cut to me
Cynthia.
for 1 second? But if you could put me full screen real quick. I just want to send Ethan a little message real quick. 1 second.
Oh, I think so.
Good eye, AB.
Yeah.
I just noticed that too. I don't know. I mean, it's on hers. Seems dumb to wear that though. Maybe I'll zoom in. I'll just play the audio.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, AB.
Good catch, AB.
Thank you.
They're just sitting there telling the story, so the audio's fine.
We get to the train station and I haven't eaten. I'm so hungover. They tell us there's going to be food on the train. There's going to be food there. We get on the train. There's no food on the train. There's no food at the wine tour. I find out. I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm starving. I'm exhausted. I'm hungover. I'm sad. And she starts to.
There's like people in Nigeria, like I just love it. I don't know. The first world problems of it is awesome. But she's entitled to complain. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we whine about all kinds of things.
We do.
So
We do. Absolutely.
we're going to judge her for that.
Nope. I'm complaining. I'm sitting here complaining about Anna Tider. So, fair enough.
Immediately talking to us. And she asks a question that for me is going to be the entire preface of my frustration with this story. Okay?
Okay.
Silly she looks at all of us and she says, this tour can go one of two ways. Would you like to have a fun tour or an educational tour?
Why the fuck would I want to have an educational tour?
Nice commentary.
I guess that is like what a wine tour's for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but I think that our age range
she
is not
shouldn't.
necessarily whatever. And
She shouldn't even have asked that question, frankly.
No, not.
Also, yeah, if you go to France, and go to they're gonna be like boring. I feel like French.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like educational.
It's for
This
people
is
that care
history.
about
Yeah, it's
wine.
drinking wine
I
slowly.
mean, I think if you wanted to get drunk, they'd assume you just go to a bar.
Right.
Or sit in the, they probably have a room there, a bar there, you could just drink. You know?
And I appreciate the question. Thank you for asking. We all come to the consensus, hey, we didn't really sleep last night. We're super tired. We'd like to go on a fun wine tour, right? So then I put in my headphones for what is probably 1 minute. And I intend on sleeping on this 2.5-hour train ride. You know, girl dinner, I'm going to have sleep for breakfast. At least get some rest before we go on this long day.
Yeah, you gotta charge up.
And I feel a tap on my shoulder
Oh,
as I'm dozing off. It's Cynthia.
Cynthia.
I take my headphone out, and she proceeds to go on a 30-minute tangent to me about why Veuve Clicquot champagne is called Veuve Clicquot champagne.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
I mean,
up.
okay, so, it's probably bad social etiquette on Cynthia's part. I mean, she could have said, I'm just prefer to sleep. You know? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal. So what else is there?
Okay, so we just took a clip out because she says the C word when she's explaining what happens. And it's a little risky if we try to mute it, so I can explain to you what ends up happening.
And the one where she says, I want her dead?
Oh, no, not that one, actually.
Okay.
That's a separate one.
Okay.
But the way that the story ends is that the woman asked them to, like, drink a glass of wine the way that they would normally drink it. And one of them made a joke about, like, slamming it, but she didn't actually do it. And then Cynthia said, like, oh, maybe only the civilized people should have a drink. And then Tana got super angry. They got into a fight, and then she was like, I'm leaving. And so Cynthia went back with them all the way.
Cynthia
Paris.
left or Tana left?
Cynthia went with them back to Paris on the train. Like, she didn't stay at the winery. She, like, accompanied them.
Why?
I guess just that was her prerogative or job. She picked them up that morning.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
here-
So that happened.
So the problem arises here. Obviously, she had a bad time.
So many more things I want to say, but
She doesn't like the lady. But here she had an Ethan moment. And Tana, girl, talk to me. You got to get a button. You got to... breaks my heart to see this happen to someone else.
talking for 40 minutes.
I mean, just to casually throw out a death threat. I mean, we've all been there. To 50,000 people. We've all been there, live. 600,000 in her case.
Well, this isn't live though, right?
No.
Right. Yeah.
No, it was recorded at.
I guess your point is that they had the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't need a button.
She's like, hold on, let me get her exact name. Okay, it's Cynthia. And she says her last name at some point too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if she says
Oh,
the
maybe I
last name.
misread
I think
that.
they just
We
put
know
it
it now
together
because she did
because
interviews.
Got it.
yeah.
They knew the winery.
Yeah,
They knew the name.
Knew the first name. That's
She
enough.
owns
Okay.
it too.
Right.
Honestly, I loved it. I kind of want Cynthia dead. No offense.
No, I literally, I absolutely want her dead at the hands of me.
Well, okay, so
Okay, let's analyze this death wish. How do we rate this on death wishes levels?
I didn't catch what she said.
She said,
No, I literally,
honestly, I loved it. I kind of want Cynthia dead. No offense.
no,
Well,
I
this is-
literally,
yeah.
I absolutely want her dead at the hands of me.
Well,
They're obviously being ironic.
They're just being over the top, but you can't say that on the internet.
right.
As we know.
That's the difference.
Also, the
Can't say that.
big difference from when like other people have done death wishes. They do it like to famous people, right? This is like a private,
It's just-
random citizen
It's pretty wild.
who is very, very exposed to anything, right? That's very fucked up. It's very.
Just why
weird.
not? Should you not have editors? Take
They
that out.
want no. I mean, they left it
This is
intentionally.
a post.
But I think, yeah,
They're
I mean,
busy.
it's an overall package, right? It's not even like, oh, I want her dead as a goof. It's the name, it's the location, the
Yeah.
fact that she's just a private citizen. You know, it's pretty wild.
Okay, so was that your only negative experience at least?
Yeah.
But as far as death threats go, mine had more gusto than that. I think.
Yeah, yours was worse.
Sure.
This was like a Wendy Williams style.
Death to all of them.
Yeah.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not after doxing a private citizen.
Yeah,
Doesn't that make it?
You're right.
many,
That
many
element
times
does
worse?
make it a lot worse.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. When I make death threats, I like to say it with my whole body.
Let's get off that aspect of this.
I like to put it all
get
out
off. Let's
there.
get off that aspect of this.
Thank you, Wendy, my soul, my kindred soul.
Good.
Other than the fact that I can't walk. But that was.
So I guess that was it. But then, I guess people started getting mad. She didn't cut it out yet. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, people. I mean, all the comments are that they loved her story, but what's been happening is Babbel. Shout out Babbel. They also bailed on me the last time I did a death threat. What, do they have a problem with death threats?
Stop.
Come on, Babbel.
Clearly,
Stop identifying with the
clearly they do. Yes.
Wow, prudes. During the episode sponsors, Babbel, Tana said, and with Babbel, I could have told Cynthia, the wine tour lady, to shut the fuck up in her native language.
Wait, no way.
It's edited out.
Unfortunately, that also is something I have basically done too during a sponsor.
That is a wild.
She edited that part out. Babbel has since said the company is no longer working with Tana and would carefully vet podcasts more in the future. Uh-oh, here it comes. The statement. This absolutely does not align with Babbel's company's value. We only make death threats against...
Stop.
Right.
Just don't.
Right. Mm-hmm. Horsberg wrote in an email, highlighted here, Tana is obviously not a person who understands or celebrates the difference in cultures, and we regret to be in any way involved with her. Oh, that was the problem? She wasn't celebrating French culture. I thought it was because of the death threat. After the podcast episode was released, Cynthia told NBC News that she had started receiving strange messages from people on Instagram, and her business began receiving poor reviews. That sucks. The poor review thing, so lame, bro. That sucks for a business owner. And she actually tried so hard to like go out of her way for her. Traveling 3 ways, both ways to Paris to pick him up.
Yeah.
After Cynthia listened to the podcast episode, she said she reported Tana's death threats to the Paris police.
Yeah.
Similarly, I was also reported to the FBI.
Parallels.
Like a butterfly's wings.
What was that video? The guy he was talking about me and he recorded himself calling the police or something.
Oh
my
that
God.
guy.
It's good
His name
shit.
is Ethan Klein.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, I don't follow the guy. Klein.
Yeah, he's on the internet making death
H3
threats.
podcast or the H3
They're like, okay.
podcast.
They're like, are you currently under threat? He's like, this happened 7 days ago.
I just feel
I
like these
feel
things have to
Dude,
be
feel
I
under
forgot
threat.
about this.
Yeah.
Dude, the
I
fact
really
that
tried
you
to
pulled
forget
that
about most
shit
of
up,
that, but-
that's good.
Such a baby. It's like, bro, you have all these guns. You're a
Tom
baby.
answered.
Yeah, we have some big news. Oh boy, the Tom Ward Show has become a member of the H3 Podcast channel.
Tom, you need that $5,